the whole family? Come down to the Toucan Mall in Amelia's Ward, Linden. It's the mall that has it all. We have great food, a relaxing atmosphere, and activities for all ages. Tennis, swimming, and a playground. But the fun doesn't stop after dark. There's even a bar and an arcade. And if you aren't ready to go home yet, we've even got a spacious room for your comfort, complete with air conditioning, Wi-Fi, and a private bathroom. The Toucan Mall can also facilitate your event in our spacious conference hall. We also have a theater with films for the entire family. It's the Toucan Mall located in Amelia's Ward, Linden.
Most of us
Alrighty, we're online and direct, and you would have had a lot that you learned, you would have seen, digested, hopefully written, and hopefully will practice, right? Now, I've been asked a lot of things recently about all sorts of viruses, including the coronavirus, and we're not going to spend much time on that because it's a virus. And the bottom line is, even though it may have mutated and became whatever it is, you know, it's been around for a long time. And maybe with some tampering it got probably stronger. However, you just have to make sure your immune system is well guarded, and your body system will hopefully, you know, destroy whatever little viruses come across your way. So I've been saying this year after year, time after time, your best defense is your immune system. And you don't need to worry, just make sure that your environment is clean, that you eat the right kind of foods, that you walk with a mask in your pocket. If anybody starts coughing and sneezing, you put it on. You know, don't wait for them to look at you and do it, because then you don't know what kind of viruses they have. And you should practice this all the time, not just because there's something in the ear that's happening now. You should walk with a mask all the time, and since you're traveling, most of you in public transportation, if somebody starts doing that, protect yourself, you know. Don't feel bad. I travel with it all. Whenever I travel, I have a mask in my pocket, okay? And if I suspect anything, I put it on. I don't care who say what, whoever feels whatever way, I have to protect myself, and you need to protect yourself. You know, don't wait for something to happen before you try to protect yourself, because it's too late then, right? I want to mention quickly that the next time you see me, we would have already had an election, and you know, changes may occur, we don't know, or well, changes will occur. Whatever it is, we'll have a new government of some sort, if it's the same or another or whatever. But next time you see me, we'll have that. And election day is just a few days away, and you need to remember that there's life after election, number one. Your neighbor will most likely be your same neighbor after election. Your friends will most likely be your same friends after election, you know. And you need to practice that. Don't, don't alter your state because of an election. You know, you still have to live a life after that, and we don't need to change the way we act and the way we are because of an election, right? Because when it's all said and done, the people who are running for offices are going to do what they're going to do, and you're going to have to continue doing what you're doing. And the same people who you work with, that you live next to, are going to be there until they die, you know, or until you die. So let's cut this nonsense out and be a civilized people, you know. It's disgusting, and at least now I feel better about what's happening now than some of the previous elections. But we need to mature in our mental state and realize that we are one people, one nation with one destiny. And regardless as to who gets into office, we would have hopefully chosen them to be there, and we have to honor it. You know, whatever we did, if it doesn't go your way, you honor it, you know, because you only have one role to play, is your vote, right? But many others will vote whatever way they vote, and at the end of the day, whatever the outcome is, we have to accept it, you know, and move on, because more elections will come. And let us hope that whoever gets in there, whoever is in there, will do what is in our best interest as a Guyanese people. So I just wanted to say that because it comes around, and it's coming, and it's a few days away, and we don't want you to change what you're doing because of that. All right? So I'm going to take some calls. I was planning to speak on fasting, but time is against us, so I have to go into the call because I'm a little late, and I'm sorry about that. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm listening to your program every week. I just want us to understand that without God building this nation, we labor in vain.
That's right.
And if we're going to depend on man, we're going to fail. It's only God who can help. It's only God. The Word of God said, blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord.
Wonderful.
We're going to look to man, and we're going to keep fighting and looking for what we think we should have. We're going to fail. And within the sects that you were talking about of the family and people behaving the way they behave, we make choices. Also, we got to realize that what we are having now is what has been planted from the root. And those seeds that have grown and are coming up into these trees and are bearing, they are bearing fruits. The Bible says, let the old men teach the younger men. Let the older women teach the younger women. And all that we get most of the time from the older ones are negative. A few are they that are teaching the right things. And that starts from the home. So we need to pray more to get the family right so that we can get the right output in the generations to come.
So that the trees that grow will bear the right fruit.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Wonderful. All right, I hope that you listened and you learned and you understood. You know, the parable that is used there with the tree and the fruit and so is used a lot in the Bible. And what it means is that in simple form, as you sow, whatever you sow, that's what you're going to reap. If you plant indecency, you're going to reap indecency. If you plant goodness, you're going to reap goodness. That's how it goes. Good evening.
Well, good night.
Good night.
I don't believe in the last caller.
Why?
I make good fruits, right? But yet they turn out bad.
Why you think they turn out bad?
Company.
Maybe it's because the nurturing of the fruit or of the plant wasn't as firm as it should have been. So that the fruit
But
that
it's go there and tell you everything.
the tree that
No,
comes
you
out.
don't call you about. But 2 feet then, right? As a diabetic, 46 years of age, right?
How long are you diabetic?
10 years.
Okay. So
And they have me on insulin because the tablets don't agree.
why you think the tablets ain't working? Did you change your diet?
No,
You didn't
I mean
change it.
vomiting all the time.
Then you have other problems. There are other things that are wrong. You shouldn't be vomiting. It's not normal to vomit.
And it's nothing don't help.
No, it's because whatever is wrong has not been realized. Whatever is wrong that's causing you to have to vomit has not been discovered yet, and it hasn't been fixed. Because vomiting is not a normal occurrence.
Doctor, anything I eat is born stomach.
Yeah, because you got issues, and the issues have not been found and corrected, right? You have to visit the clinic, visit us, and we see what we can. I know we can help you, okay? Because you must have been tired of going wherever you go, and you probably ain't getting no results. But visit us, we'll help you, right?
They give me something. A horrible guy on the East Bank give me something to boil. It gets thick. Tell me to use 3 times a day.
I don't know what that
On
is.
herbs right now, all the time.
And you
That's
still
5 years to now.
and you still vomiting?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you need something else. Maybe herbs ain't working for you, right? I am not a herbalist, so I don't know what herbs he give you, but maybe it's not the right combination of things that you get. Maybe it's not working because again, he didn't find what was wrong with you. Something is wrong. It shouldn't. It's not normal. Until you find what is wrong, you can't fix it.
And then like today, my 2 foot is like breaking off my body.
You have serious issues,
And my heart is racing really fast.
and you're 40-something years old.
46.
46. You need to visit a clinic that can take time to find what is wrong with you.
Doctor, they're in the clinic.
You ain't at the right one, because obviously they didn't find what's wrong with you.
Right now, sitting with warm water, with Epsom salt, with my 2 foot, and I'm watching your show.
At least you're doing something right for your foot, but it's not going to help the vomiting.
I have
Okay?
your office's number. As soon as I get the back, these names will stop. I'm going to call you.
Call the number. No, call the number in the day.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, and the girls will set up a time for you, a day, not a time, a day, and you'll come. We're going to sort you out. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a blessed evening.
You too. Bye-bye. You cannot fix what is wrong if you don't find what is wrong. How are you going to fix it? That's one of our problems. Too many persons are trying to fix something that is wrong and they don't know what it is. Can't fix that. And you can't replace it in a body easy because it's not a part that you could just take and change it, you know? You gotta find, look, this body was wonderfully made and created so that it can heal itself. Okay? If something is wrong, you've got to find what is wrong and administer to the body what it needs to help it to heal itself. That's what's got to happen. And sometimes the herbs that you use, even though it's herbs, is not the right thing. Good evening.
Good evening, Dr. Jensen. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Those L tapes that you played, could we have them? They are for sale?
We're going to put them together on a CD. I've asked my operator to put them all. They have beautiful health tips. I've asked her to put them on a CD for me, and then we'll have them available.
Then we have them available?
Yes.
Okay, thank you that very much.
All right. Anything else we can help you with?
Huh?
Is there anything else we can help you with?
No, I'm L conscious, you know.
I believe you.
That's why you see I asked for it. I was trying to get you for the very longest while, but it's only just now I get you. I called the other day. I didn't get through.
It's not easy to get through.
Huh?
It's not easy sometimes to get through.
Yes.
So today is your fortunate day.
I haven't heard you.
Today is your fortunate day.
Yeah, because God knows I'm L conscious.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
So we get them done, and then when we get them done, I will announce it.
Okay, thank you that much.
It shouldn't take that long, okay?
Okay, thank
You're
you.
welcome. Good, bye-bye. Yes, only, I think it was last week I asked my operator that, or 2 weeks ago, that we should compile all of those and make them available, only 2 weeks ago. Put them on a CD and then we'll take it from there. But they're beautiful health tips and they're real and they work. And there are others that we're going to add to them so that, we can have a combination of health ideas that you can apply. Good evening.
Good evening, Doc.
Good evening. How do you do?
I'm doing fine.
Wonderful.
I just called to find out something. Somebody for me did a mammogram, right? And there is a long spotted on the right side breast. It is measuring like about 3 cm, which is suggested to be a suspicious mass.
Okay.
So, what do you think about that?
I thought you had other things coming.
So
listen.
according to the report from the doctor that do the
MRI?
something like what you just do for ultrasound. Dr. Norton do that. Dr. Sarah Norton.
Okay. Oh, she did.
Woodland.
She did an ultrasound?
Yeah, like how they do the ultrasound for the belly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she do something like that to
On
the
the
breast.
Okay. Well, when she mentions a suspicious mass, it means that it is not normal. The contour of the breast is not normal compared to the other breasts that are normal. Okay, I nearly said the wrong thing. Breasts, right? The breast when a sonographist is examining a view or an image, because I do ultrasounds also, but I stopped doing them now. You look at the contour of a normal and compare it to an abnormal image, and then you have, you can make suggestive remarks. Like in this case, she said suspected. It's not normal. It means that they're suspicious. She's suspicious of something, right? It means that further investigation needs to be done to try to identify clearly what is happening there in the breast. Are you there?
Yes, I'm listening to you.
So
yes.
that is inconclusive. It's not conclusive, right? You need to have further investigation done to find out what that mass is. If it's a cluster of fats, because the breast has a lot of fatty tissue inside, right?
Yes.
Or if it's a tumor of a benign nature, or otherwise.
Okay, so like what you have to do, what you have to do to know that.
Further investigation needs to be done by someone who sometimes they say they need a sample, or they need to do a biopsy, or something like that to determine if it's non-cancerous or cancerous.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to use those words or that word because I know people get scared when they hear cancer, right? But
I know, right?
But it just means that that it is not properly identified, and it doesn't match a normal breast.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If it was our system now, it would tell me if it's a tumor of benign nature or of a malignant nature.
Oh, okay.
Right? If it is a tumor or a mass, it would identify what the mass is.
Okay. And can it be removed?
It depends. It can be removed, of course. It can be removed or it can be treated depending on what it is.
Okay.
Okay?
Because yes, because right about now we are doing a lot of like no meat and stuff,
Like fasting?
away from fatty things and stuff and so to say.
Mm-hmm.
We're using like a lot of carrot juice, blend with celery and stuff.
So are you off the meats, the flesh?
Eating like fish and chicken only, not no red meat.
You're eating the worst.
Uh-huh.
Because the chicken have a lot of hormones and chemicals, and the fish have a lot of mercury and other chemicals.
Okay.
So-
Yes, I do listen to that on your program. Yes,
Yeah,
I
so,
listen to that
so
already.
when you consume those, you're not really helping the situation.
Okay.
Okay?
Strictly veggie.
Well, it's best to be
It's
safe.
better that
And
way.
even the veggies, depending on the source of the veggies, will determine what kind of chemicals you get.
I know, right? Yes.
All of that. So you know, the
Yes.
best thing to do is
Lots of fruits.
the best thing to do is to go on your fast, right? Do some cleansing or detoxifying, cleanse the system, come off of all the flesh, you know, and replace the flesh with peas and beans and so on to get your proteins,
Yes.
and do some cleansing. Just keep cleansing, right? Because remember, it wasn't there all the time.
No, it wasn't.
Something caused it to be there.
Yes.
Okay, so you need, if you remove what contributes to something, okay,
Yes.
then chances are that something would either stay as it is or it will reduce its size and it'll eventually disintegrate.
Okay.
All right?
Yes. Thank you very much for your time, Doc.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling. Yeah, that is, you know, that is something that a lot of women are afraid of, you know, the C word, right? Well, we have two meanings of the C word now. We have cancer and we have corona, you know, so we have double C's, right? But the best thing to do, you know, even in this case, the immune system is very important too, to make sure that you keep your immune system enhanced and that your diet is look, there are persons who are of the belief that in order to get your proteins and to get your nutrients, you got to eat flesh. When I say flesh, I mean chicken, fish, beef, pork, whatever it is, lamb, you know. I haven't had any of those in over 40 years. You know, I haven't had any eggs, no chicken, no fish, no beef, no none of those. I refuse to eat it if it has to be killed. Okay, and there are reasons why I chose to go that way. Well, let me see, it's not 40 years, over 30 something years, not quite 40 yet, right? But I did that because I had a situation that made me do it. Okay, I made the decision that I want to come off of all of those things, and I have no regrets because it preserved me. You know, I'm still here, and I can do anything that a 21-year-old can do. I know I can. I don't care who he is, and I'm okay. You know, I don't even drink milk from the cow. You know, if I drink any milk, it's from either the soy milk or almond milk, you know, or cashew milk. I don't use any animal milk. I don't think it's healthy, right? That's my opinion. So I stay away from it. If it has to come from the animal, I don't want it. You know, if it has to come from a bird or chicken, I don't want it. You know, so the cow's milk has its purpose. The egg has its purpose, you know, so it's not for me to consume, but that's my opinion, right? I think that that we should become more concerned about what's best for us and follow those rules, because your body is only one. It's only one time you have a chance with this body. When it's gone, it's gone. You know, and sometimes we are masters of digging our graves with our own teeth and eating ourselves into our graves. You know, digging your graves with your teeth is eating the stuff that you don't need to eat. You know, so we contribute a lot to what is happening to us, and we have to learn that we have to take care of ourselves, and we have to be our best physicians. You know, too many persons depend on the doctors to take care of them. You don't need to depend on the